freshman friends. What is up? This is Mr. Lin. I hope you're doing really well. In this video today, I'm going to go over a couple of the answers from yesterday to make sure that we all understood about the introduction to sonnets. If you struggled a little bit, if you didn't get a 4, and you're curious why, please keep watching. So a lot of us like the structure, some of us didn't. We read this sonnet, which I really like. It's a sonnet about writing sonnets. Starts with all we need is 14 lines, well 13 now, so we can infer that there are 14 lines in a sonnet. That is one of the hard and fast rules. And then Billy Collins gets talking a little bit about if you want to get Elizabethan. Shakespeare lived in Elizabethan times, the times of Queen Elizabeth, and insist on the iambic bongos. And I'll just talk a little bit about iambic pentameter. There's 5 feet, and each feet has the kind of rhythm that sounds like a bongo, which sounds kind of crazy, but I'll show you an example. So it's 10 syllables. And let's just look at an example of a Shakespearean sonnet that's very famous. And so you can count 10 syllables and it sounds sort of like a bongo. So, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. So it's sort of stressed, unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, unstressed is what's called iambic pentameter. Another one of the classic rules of a sonnet, of a Shakespearean sonnet, Elizabethan sonnet. Billy Collins also mentions Petrarch, who came before Shakespeare. He was in the 1300s. Let me get to this. He says, Laura will tell Petrarch to put down his pen. Petrarch was in the 1300s, the first person to really write a sonnet. Shakespeare in the 15 and 1600s made it popular in English. You can look at the examples of the different ones. The rhyme scheme is slightly different for the Petrarch and the Shakespeare. The Shakespearean sonnet is more common. This A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D. And some people are a little bit confused by the rhyme scheme. So it's the last word. So for example, day and May rhyme. They're A. Temperate and date. Or I think in Shakespeare's time it would be pronounced temperate and date. Shines, declines, dimmed, untrimmed. And then at the end, C, B. So you can kind of see the rhyme scheme. The Shakespearean style is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, and G, G is the final couplet. One more thing that I want to talk about before I go. So it's 14 lines to review. Iambic pentameter, 10 syllables, stressed, unstressed pattern. There's an emotional turn in the last 6 lines. So the first 8 lines are kind of the build-up, and then there's kind of a turn, a shift, something happens. Maybe the action is resolved. Maybe it goes in a different direction a little bit. And there's the end rhyme scheme, as you can see here. And we call each of a stanza that has 4 lines is called a quatrain. So first quatrain, second quatrain, third quatrain. And then a stanza that just has 2 lines is called a couplet. That's throwing a lot at you, but if you can remember a sonnet, 14 lines, 10 syllables. It has this special end rhyme scheme. When there's an emotional turn, you are in good shape. Okay,